Hi, church. Pastor Jeff here with another Trinity check-in, coming to you from almost the Labyrinth, a little closer where I have a wind block, because today is this Sunday is the end of the Prepare the Way campaign. It's Commitment Sunday, when everything will come together, when we'll bring our pledges forward to build a sanctuary on the site where the Labyrinth is now out on the hill. And it has been so neat just to be part of the campaign. All the people who have helped from our prayer team, gratitude and ministry team, so many people have pitched in, and I know that even based on the advance commitments that have come in already, that it is going to be a fantastic Sunday. If you haven't read about it, I hope you will. Hopefully you received one of these in the mail. If you didn't, you can find a link to it in the email, and hopefully you received a commitment card in the mail too. And again, if you didn't do that, you'll find a link to that in this email today as well. What we'll do this Sunday, well, you can send your card in any way. You can do it on our website, for instance. But if you bring your card this Sunday, we're going to have a time during worship to bring it forward, and we're going to pray for all the commitments that have come in every possible way, and rededicate ourselves to the work that God is doing in our midst. It is going to be good. It is going to be fantastic. I'm not going to say any more in this particular video, because if you were here last Sunday, you know that Joshua Berry was fantastic in worship, and the update that he gave inspired me in a big way, and I know it did to many too, and I want to make sure everyone has a chance to hear it. So I want to play Joshua's update from Sunday, and also the video of Mary Herr, a longtime member of Trinity that followed it up. She cast the vision for me and reminded me why we're doing all this, and I hope she will for you too. So watch, enjoy, be inspired, fill out your card, and I will see you Sunday, church.
As Jeff said, good morning. My name is Joshua Berry. I have the honor and the responsibility of leading up our capital campaign. And so today I have an update, a few numbers to share, and a call to action. But before we get going, I first want to invite us into a small exercise. If you feel comfortable, I invite you to close your eyes for a moment. Picture a sacred space from your past. Maybe it's a great cathedral you once visited, or maybe a small church where you grew up, where you were married, or where you've had meaningful moments with God. And if nothing comes to mind, then just imagine a place of peace and stillness, where you feel comforted, where you can breathe deeply, and where your soul feels at home. Now you can open your eyes now. How did that feel? How many people had something in their mind they were able to go back to? In a world filled with chaos, noise, and division, we need spaces like this. We need places of peace and belonging, places that hold us when we're hurting and then send us back out with hope. And so that's what this campaign is about. It's not just a campaign about a building, it's a campaign about our future. It's about building a future and a wonderful, welcoming sanctuary for worship, but it's also about expanding our thriving child care ministry, where we already have a paid wait list of people eager to send their children here to be taking care of the loving, incredible staff we have here. So let me share where we are right now. Now, this is just the beginning of the campaign that we're in. We're in this first phase, as you know, we're calling it Prepare the Way, which is really a save up type of campaign. Now, some of what I'm about to share may be a bit of a review for you, but I wanted to share it again because it's pertinent to some exciting news I get to share this morning, okay? The full vision of this is estimated to be about a $12 million project, but we decided to split the campaign into three parts. The first phase is this Save Up campaign, right? It's a 3-year campaign for about $3 million. We would then launch a second campaign that would be 4 to 6 years. And during that campaign, we would hope to be able to break ground and continue to bring this forward. And then we would have a third campaign to hopefully finish construction and hopefully retire a lot of that debt. But something surprising and wonderful has happened. Are you ready? When we began, we worked with a consultant, and this consultant did a feasibility study. And the best estimate of what they said we'd be able to raise for this first campaign was about $1.4 million. So when we set a goal of $3 million, we felt that was a big stretch out in faith. Here's the update. With just a few dozen families stepping forward in faith, we've already received pledges of $1.5 million. We've already exceeded the original estimates that the consultant gave us, and the majority of you all, from what I understand, haven't even pledged yet, right? That's the power of faith and vision. And so that brings us to today, and where we're prayerfully asking you to consider your pledge and bring it forward in the coming days. But here's the really exciting news that I wanted to share. If we can stretch this a bit further, if we can actually raise $4 million instead of $3 million, then we don't have to wait. You see, we could begin planning and even break ground during this first 3-year campaign. So let me say that one more time. If we can actually raise $4 million, we can get started years earlier than we thought. And not only that, it may actually be fiscally wise to do that, because we know that building costs are going to rise, and starting sooner may be the best stewardship of our resources. So of course, the elephant in the room, why didn't we start with $4 million? I don't know, I'm sorry. It kind of seemed impossible when we were all sitting around looking at that time. But who am I to doubt what the Holy Spirit is doing in this church right now? So I want to officially raise our stretch goal to $4 million, not just to build sooner, but to signal what's possible when we respond together in faith. Because right now, so much of our lives feel like they're out of control and out of our influence. And this is something you can influence. We can create more space for children to be loved here sooner. We can build a sanctuary where generations will feel peace, healing, and belonging, where those feelings that you felt just a couple moments ago can be realized that much sooner. So God willing, here's my invitation to you. Will you join me and Tricia and our family as we step forward in faith and ask that simple but powerful question that's been guiding this entire campaign, and that is, God, what is it that you are trying to do through me at this moment? With that, I'd like to give it back to Jeff and the testimony, right, that we get to hear.
That's awesome. You should know that we've mailed detailed brochures with frequently asked questions. Mine came in the mail yesterday. I was happy to see the post office deliver something. Hopefully you get yours soon if you haven't already. We've also mailed the commitment cards, so you should get those about midweek. And next week, we will bring them forward on Palm Sunday, along with palm leaves as we prepare the way. With that said, let's let Mary bring it home.
I am Mary Herr, and I came to Trinity when I married Gary Herr, because Gary was a lifetime member of Trinity. His grandmother had been a member there, and his parents were members there. There was talk then of how Trinity was doing, and much as we tried, Trinity was not growing where it was. We needed to be someplace where we could reach more people. That is part of what the church's mission is to reach people with the word. And that was what we wanted to do in Village Gardens. Seeing the young families come and bring their children to Sunday school, seeing those Sunday school rooms get crowded, seeing the first service overflowing, which was not true when we first moved here. And it does my heart good to see that, because those people that are down there are the ones that we prayed for back at the old building, that they would see us and know that we were a church that was going to help them to know God. Now I think it's time to move on and to continue what we started. And that means adding on, which is what we had intended all along, and make room for more people. I know our intention from the very beginning was not to be a mega church, but we do need to be a church big enough to help out in the area we're in. They need something to believe in. They need something to hold on to. They may not know it, but there's times in life when that's what keeps you going. And to know that there is this God that loves you, that will always be there no matter what happens to you. I really feel that people need that. They need to know that. They need to know about that God. And how are they going to know even about him or what's in the Bible if they don't come? And that is why we need to provide a place for them to come and to be comfortable, because, you know, the kids need to be comfortable in their Sunday school rooms so that they feel comfortable coming and enjoy coming. The adults need to be comfortable in the sanctuary. You know, by doing what we're going to do, it's planting a seed. It's getting things going and letting people know that we are here. We're welcoming them to come and to learn and to join us, to be a part of what we are.